Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, you're answering, so that means Alhamdulillah, everybody can hear me. So that's good. So Saturday morning, early morning, back to the Arabic class again. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil. Type in your attendance while I'm talking. And before we start the class, what I want to remind you all is, when you're in a classroom, do you all talk when the teacher is talking? Are you allowed to do that? No, right? You don't. Do the attendance. Don't answer my question, okay? Do the attendance. I'm going to talk to myself, so just listen. So you don't talk, right? You sit quietly and listen to the teacher. Because what happens when the teacher is talking and you all are talking among yourselves, no one understands what's happening. So this WizIQ is our classroom. Though we are in different places, in different parts of the world, we are sitting in a one virtual class, okay, imaginary class. And the typing here in this is like talking, okay? So when I ask a question, that's when you reply. And please, no unnecessary typing, because if you type, I have to stop the class and I have to remind you not to type. So what happens is I forget what I'm teaching, you forget what you're learning. So let's all behave good, inshallah ta'ala, and be good students, and listen, and let me do the talking. And when I ask a question, you type. I'm not your new teacher. I'm just a substitute, as you have a sub in your regular schools. I'm also a substitute teacher. Sister Asra is not able to come today. So everybody's attendance is over, right? Okay, so now, did you all come to the Tuesday class? Those who did not come, please type. Those who did not come, please type. Who didn't come on Tuesday? Okay, so this is what they did on Tuesday, okay? You remember you have the Arabic book? You did the all Arabic lessons 1 to 11, okay? So now what Sister Anjan Galani did is she made all these nice notes for you all, so it's easy for you to understand, okay? You learn the Arabic part and these are the rules for it, okay? These all are the rules for it. So these are very nice, okay, boys and girls? So please go through these rules if you did not go through them, okay? If you did not go through them, please go through these rules. Those who have done it, mashallah, very good. Okay, so we're going to read these rules, and for those who have already done on Tuesday or who know these things, please be patient, okay? When you listen again and again, you learn more. So let's start. We are learning the rules of lesson number 1. Okay? So, inshallah, I'm going to start. Let's start. Rule number 1, these are the rules of lesson number 1. Words that are used to point at something or someone are known as pointing words. Okay, so you all have to know what this is, pointing words. In Arabic, they are called ismu ishara. Okay, what are they called? Ismu ishara. Now you can write. You'll get practice for it. Okay, it's called ismu ishara. So, for example, haza baitun. This is a house. Haza waladun. This is a boy. In the above examples, okay, the examples on the top here, haza baitun and haza waladun. Haza, which means this, is a pointing word. Okay, haza is a pointing word. Okay, so the other name for haza, pointing word in Arabic, is ismu ishara. So be familiar with it. Ismu ishara, pointing words. Ismu ishara, pointing words. You all should be knowing about it, okay? So ismu ishara is pointing words. So now note. What is this note with nice red color? Look at there, okay? Look over here. Note. Hada, which means this, okay, is a pointing word just for males, okay? You don't use hada for females. You have to be very clear for it, okay? Haza is just for whom? Who do you write? Haza for males. Good. Haza is for males. So have that imprinted in your brains. Okay, never forget. So haza is just used for males. So we are going to the rule number 1. Two, sorry. So you, from rule number one, what do you all know? Hada, and that is the pointing word. The second, this is a very important thing, boys and girls, that you have to remember, is, okay? Arabic word has no word which is equal to the English word is. Okay? It has no equal to the English word is. We can see this rule above, where we see the words for hada, this, and the noun baitun being referred to without is. Okay? Hada baitun. If read literally, this sentence would read, this a house. So what they're trying to tell here is, when you read hada baitun, hada is this, and baitun is a house. Okay, what is hada? Hada is this, and baitun is a house. So when you join these together, it would be this a house. Okay, this a house. But in English, you know, it doesn't make sense, right? We don't say this a house. So what do? We bring this is from over here and put it in middle. So now it becomes this is a house. So is has no meaning in Arabic, okay? Is has no meaning in Arabic, but it is just a implied word. So we are going to read again. However, the word is can be implied in the sentence. So that is read as this is a house. So hopefully, inshallah, everyone understood. Don't get confused with this is, and there is one more is that's gonna come. Okay, we are gonna talk about that. Don't get confused with those two is. Okay, we are gonna talk about that in a bit, inshallah. So remember, this is just a implied word. Okay, implied. So next we are going to rule number 3, tanween. We are going to talk about tanween. Is everyone clear with the first two rules? Okay. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So, tanween, rule number 3. In Arabic, a noun is either definite or indefinite. Okay? In Arabic, a noun is either definite or indefinite. When a noun is used to refer to an unspecified or undefined person or thing, it is called indefinite noun. Okay? So what they are trying to say is, when a noun is used to refer unspecified, undefined, we don't know what it is. Okay? It could be, it's common, it's not specific. So that is when it is called indefinite noun. You all know about indefinite noun, right? You're not talking about a particular. Okay, it's not specific, it's not particular. So what are the examples for these? Kitabun, okay, waladun, masjidun, hisanun. Do you all see here? What are the meanings for these written? Something is repeating again and again. A and any. These two things are repeating, right? A and any. So we are not talking about anything specific. It is unspecified. It could be any. It could be any. It's just a thing. Okay, it could be any. So, is everybody clear with it? So what does tanween specify? That it could be any. So the tanween on the top of kitabun, on the top of waladun, on the top of masjidun means we are not talking about anything specific. It could be anything. So again, now we are coming to one more thing. In Arabic, there is no word for a. Okay, you see the quotation mark here, a. Okay, in Arabic, there is no word for that. Okay, in English, as in haza kitabun, this is a book. The noon sound, that is the tanween. Okay, doubled vowel sign at the end of the Arabic word is the Arabic indefinite article corresponding to the English a or an. Okay, yeah, the double dhamma, that's right. So the double dhamma, the tanween on the word kitabun here, masjidun over here, like all the tanween on the last letter means it is a or an. That's what it represents. So what is the rule? The rule is indefinite nouns end with tanween. So this is what you have to remember. So repeat after me in your own words. What? Indefinite nouns end with tanween. Okay? The tanween tells the person that you have to say yeah, it's unspecific. Okay? The tanween makes an unsound, right? Yeah, tanween makes an, in. That's how tanween makes. So if it's on alif, it would be an and in. If it's on ba, it would be bun, bun and bin. Okay? So it has the noon sound. That's true. So we are back here. So the rule is everybody needs to remember indefinite nouns end with tanween. So here a very nice explanation. Okay? So what are these indefinite nouns? So what are these indefinite nouns? Okay? Indefinite nouns could be described as common nouns. Okay? So remember that. This whole sentence is very important. This is the summary of what we learned in this rule. The rule is indefinite nouns end with tanween. Indefinite noun can be described as common nouns. Okay? It could be any. It's not specific. This rule, there is one more red nice note over here so that you don't get confused. Okay? This rule does not apply to proper nouns. Okay? What it means, proper nouns are your names. Okay? Names of persons. Okay? So when it says Jamalun, where you see a tanween here, right? You could be thinking, oh, should I say a Jamal or any Jamal? No, it's not that. Jamalun with a tanween is just Jamal. It means a particular person you're referring to. Okay, it is not a or any Jamal. So this rule, what we learned, does not apply to which kind of nouns it does not apply to? Can you type? Which nouns? The proper nouns, correct. This rule does not apply to the proper noun. So when you see a tanween on a name, it is a proper noun. Okay? So how about you see a tanween on a common name? Common noun. What does it mean? Book or masjid. When you see a tanween on a common noun, it means it could be a or any. Okay, is everyone clear? When you see a tanween on a common noun, it means a or any. Okay, if everybody understood it, we'll go ahead, inshallah. If I'm going too fast, please let me know so that I can slow down. Okay, if my speed is okay, alhamdulillah. Okay, alhamdulillah. So the point is, you all have to understand these rules, and please read these rules. These are really good. I love them. Very simple, very short. If you just look at a glance, you know what is what. Okay. So rule number 4, question words. A is, and ma is what. So these are the 2 question words we are going to talk about. Okay. You remember when we talked about is over here? This is rule number 2. Implied word is. Okay, now don't get confused with this question is. Okay, this question is, the Hamza is completely different. Okay, the Hamza, the meaning of Hamza is. So don't get confused. So let's read now. So, words used in the beginning of a sentence to ask a question are called question words. You all must be knowing about this, right? Question words. So words used in the beginning of a sentence to ask question are called question words. We learned the phrase ahada, which means is this. It could be anything. Is this a car? Ahada sayyaratun? Whatever. Okay. So, for example, ahada baytun, which means is this a house? Okay. Ahada baytun. You're asking a question. The hamza over here is a question. Okay, it's a question. You're asking a question. Is this a house? Okay, on the right side of the haza, the hamza is this a house? Hamza has no meaning of their own. Okay, hamza is used to confirm or deny something. It does not have, if you just say it doesn't mean anything. Okay, it has to come with a sentence. Okay, it has to come with a sentence. So lesson 1, we also learned the phrase mahaza, which means what is this? So in this lesson, we learned 2 question words. A, which means is, and remember that when you use a, 2 things to remember. You just can't use a on its own. It has to come with a sentence, okay? And the other thing is, don't get confused with the meaning. You don't get confused, but the meaning of it is, okay, in quotation, is in quotation. So don't get confused with this is with the implied is, okay? The implied is in this is a house is completely different from this is. So this is a question. Can you all type? The Hamza, the meaning of is in Hamza is a question. I have a question. Yes, Zara, can you type? In statements, it is implied. Yes, is implied. In a statement, is implied. That's right. When it comes in the starting of a sentence, in the beginning of a sentence, then it is a question. We learned here, right? Questions come in the beginning of a sentence. If A really meant is, could we say Hada a baytun? I did not understand, Shifa. I'm sorry. Could you write a specific, what do you mean? I didn't, the Hamza, but the Hamza meaning is only used in questions. Yes, that's true. It is only used in questions. This any house? No. Hold on. The text is going so fast. I don't have, I don't know how to. No voice? Is, yes, when it's a question, is has to come in front of the sentence or the word. Is this a house? Oh my god. Okay. Girls and boys, you know, when you see someone write a question, please don't write after that. Because, you know, if you're not clear on the concepts, it's going to be very difficult. Voice is okay. If you see one person typing voice okay, we understand that it's voice okay for everyone. So when you see someone write a question, hold on the text. You have to learn to control yourselves, okay? Because we missed a lot of good questions. And if still someone is not clear with the concepts, type the question again, okay? We are going to try to answer, inshallah. If I can't answer, Sister Anjum is going to answer. So what you have to understand here is comes in the beginning of the sentence, okay? Is comes in the beginning of a sentence when it's a question. And the implied is, we put it in there. It's not there. Arabic doesn't have any meaning for is, okay? When you say this is a house, this is a house, the is in that sentence does not have any meaning, okay? Does not have any meaning. We put in there, it's implied to make the sentence good. Okay, let's see what Rohina wrote. Can you translate Haza Baitun? This is a house? No, you have to translate it as this is a house, okay? This is a house. But in your mind, it could be any house. You don't write it. It's implied in your brain, okay? It could be any house. So Haza, that's a good question. Haza Baitun. When you write Haza Baitun, you translate it as this is a house, okay? But in your mind, it could be any house. You're not talking about any specific house, okay? You're not talking about any specific house. It could be any house. So that's the difference. So Haza Baitun is just, the translation would be this is a house. Is everybody clear on it? Yeah, that's right. It's unspecific. You don't know. You're not pointing to any house in particular. So the translation would be this is a house. It's not going to be this is any house. It's in your mind. Okay? Vayaki. So is everybody clear with the question? Hamza ha a, and the meaning of which is, and the is that is implied that comes in the middle. And so Stanjum has written here is in the beginning when it's a question, and implied is when it comes in the middle. You all have to be very clear on this concept. And if anybody has any question, please ask. Okay, we won't go ahead unless and until everyone is clear on this. For those people who already know this, you know, it's going to be repetition. It's going to be so easy for you. For those who don't know, it's a good learning time. Okay, inshallah. We are going into lesson number 2, 3, and 4 rules. So when there is at the beginning of a sentence, it's not implied. True, Alia, when it is in the beginning of the sentence, it's a question then, right? When a comes in the beginning of the sentence, it's a question, okay? Don't you say, Is the weather good today? So, that's you're asking a question. That's when it's a question. When you say this is a car, it's implied. Okay, it's not a question when it's in the middle. But for the same sentence, if you're saying is this a car, then it becomes question. Then you have to bring in the hamza. Okay, when you look into Arabic, it's very easy. There is no confusion when you look at the Arabic text. But when you do the translation, that's when a little bit of confusion arises, and it's not a big confusion. Okay, it's very easy when it comes in the middle. Look at this sentence. Okay, understand it in two ways. This is a car. What is this? Tell me. This is a car. Is it a question or is it implied? Type. Now you all can type. It's implied. Great. This is a car. It's implied. Here it has no meaning. You just write in translation because to make the sentence. The Arabic would be هذا سيارة. Okay? Now we are going to the next one. I'm going to say it in English first and do the Arabic later. Is this a car? Is this a car? What kind of is? Question, right? That because it's coming in the starting of the sentence. Okay. Now when you look into the Arabic, هذا سيارة. Is this a car? تلك سيارة it should be because it's female. Sorry. So, is this all clear? Question. That's right. When you look at Arabic, it's not at all difficult. It's very easy because hamza, it's a question and it's very easy. It's only in the translation, and when you read the text, you will easily know when you translate it what kind of it is. Okay. Okay, Abdul Rahman, if you have a question, please go ahead. The Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Can you hear me, boys and girls? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Okay, you know what happens? Okay, 29. Okay, Alhamdulillah, the room got opened. This software, this program that we are using, it's very, it's a heavy kind of program. So sometimes there are issues with the company itself, okay, the website of the VisIQ, and the connection usually gets lost. This might words and pointing words, as you know, are ismu ishara. We are going to read. Okay, in lesson 2 we learned the noun zalika, which means that, called a pointing word. Zalika is used to refer objects that are far away, as haza is used to refer to objects that are closer. So what you have to keep in mind is far away objects and near objects. You see in the books the pictures where they show a road and objects are placed on the, towards the end of the road, and the other objects towards the starting of the roads, that they're trying to tell you the objects which are farther away. The ismu ishara which is used is zalika, okay, and for objects which are close to you, haza. Okay, so keep doing that in your house too. When you see something, haza kursiyun, which is near to you, so keep using those kinds of things. Okay, and it gets imprinted in your brain when you keep using these terms. Play this as games between siblings, with your brothers or sisters. It's gonna be fun. So rule number 2, question word. Earlier we learned 2 question words, right? Hamza and ma, right? Type everyone. Hamza and ma. This is the 3rd question word we are going to learn. Who? Man. Man means who. In this lesson, we learned one more word for question. The phrase man hada means who is this? Okay, and you have to ask in a question tone. Who is this? Okay, with a question mark. Man, who, which is translated as who, is also a question word. Difference between ma and man. Okay, girls and boys, here you have to be very clear on this. All listening ears, okay, listen to this, because a lot of you use some terms which you shouldn't be using. Okay, the man is used to question about persons who have intelligence. Okay, example, right, human, angel and jinn. Okay, man is used when you're asking questions about human, angels and jinn. Ma is used when questioning about animals and all other objects. Okay, here, one thing what I wanted to make clear is most of the students, even when you wrote in exams and when we have been talking, have been using living and non-living things. So please get that out of your mind. Okay, get that, erase it. Okay, because when you say ma is used for non-living things, animals are living things, right? So the proper way of classification would be intelligence. Okay, so man is used for intelligence, who have intelligence. Human, angels and jinn. Keep that in mind. Man is used for, repeat, human, angels and jinn. And ma is used for animals and object. Okay, non-living things and animals. Okay, so remember the nice note. Remember that we cannot use man for animals or objects. Never use man for animals or objects. So we are on to the last part of our rules. Rule number 3, identifying, how we identify male and female names. In this lesson, we learned about the vowel endings of the masculine nouns and the feminine nouns. We have learned that the feminine nouns have no tanween on the last letter. Okay? Make it clear. Feminine nouns, they do not have tanween. Okay? Yes, tanween is for males, and there is one more task that tanween does. When there is a tanween, you also say it is a or any. So don't get confused. There are 2 things, right? Tanween is used to know if it's specific or unspecific. Okay, common noun, proper noun. That is one task of tanween, sometimes you do multitasking things, right? That's how it is. So when there is a tanween, it shows it's a masculine name, and also it shows it is a or any. But feminine names, this is easy now. The feminine names just have one dhamma. Okay, keep that in your mind. So it's very easy. For examples are, we have learned that the feminine nouns have no tanween on the last letter. Example, Aminatu, Mariamu, Fatimatu, etc. And masculine noun have tanween on the last letters. Example, Hamidun, Jamalun, Hishamun. So now there is one more easy point to differentiate. Here, Hishamun, Jamalun, and Hamidun are proper nouns, okay? Proper nouns, right? So in proper noun, the tanween just shows that it is a male. Here it doesn't say a Hishamun, any Hisham, no. Hishamun is proper name, a Hisham. Okay, it's just Hisham. And Jamalun is Jamalun. You can't use a or any logic here. Okay, that is for common nouns. Here these are proper nouns. So keep that, make that clear in your mind, because I know people are confused about, tanween, or is this any or masculine. So this is very easy. So in proper nouns, the tanween is just shows that it is a male name. Okay, my name is Amalu, yeah, if you're a female, that's right. And now we are gonna, so keep that in mind, okay? The tanween is for the male, and the feminine is just one dhamma. Now rule number 4, pointing word. This is easy, what we did earlier, right? That was for males and these are for females. In this lesson, we learned 2 more pointing words. Lesson number 4, hazihi, which means this, and hazihi is used for feminine nouns. Tilka, which, let's finish our lesson and then we can talk about what your name would be called, inshallah, later on. Tilka, which means that, and is used for feminine nouns. As I told you, right, if I'm talking, you're writing, you can understand and I can talk. So, tilka, which means that, and is used for feminine nouns. This noun, tilka, is used to refer to objects that are far away. Okay, tilka is used for feminine, that is far away. In the same way as hazihi is used to refer to closer objects for feminine nouns. Okay, so 2 things we learned here. Hazihi is a pointing word, ismu ishara, which is used for clothes and is used for feminine. You can type now, is used for feminine. And tilka is a feminine ismu ishara, which is used to refer to objects that is far away. Okay, now everybody, after you're done with this, look into the notes and try to keep a clear concept in your mind about hazihi, haza, tilka and zalika. Okay, zalika is used for males and tilka is used for females. Hazihi is used for females and haza is used for males. In the same way, how these things are pointing, far or near, these are the things you have to be clear about, inshallah ta'ala. And I think your sunnah class is going to start. I'm leaving. So, inshallah, jazakallahu khair for listening to me. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you with knowledge, and may you all be able to read the Quran and understand from the text. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.